Okay. Sorry, let's see. Hold on. I have an error box. Like, I'm live, but like, I can't see the chat. Why can't I see the chat? What the frick? Let's see if I can fix that. Okay, hold on. The stream might crash again. Give me a second. Okay, okay, I guess I can't see the chat. That's so weird. Let's actually see if I can open it up on my laptop. Give me a moment. Give me like just a moment, because honestly, I talk with you guys in the chat all the time. And yes, I'm so sorry that like the stream went down before. Did I like add a chat? I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. Give me a moment. I'm trying to fix this, I guess. I'm so sorry again. Yeah, clearly my Wi-Fi did betray me again. But hopefully it like chills out. I don't know. I'm gonna try and check the stream on my phone, see if I can. Oh my goodness, no, don't tell me my phone just like died. Like it was at like 20%. What the frick? Hello? Can you work, please? Hello? Sorry. It just sucks. Okay, I'm gonna take a hiatus on the laundry. Considering how well that just went. You know. But if you're like, I don't know, bored out of your mind because I'm being super boring, I am so sorry. Let's see. The other day I was hanging out with like a group of friends and stuff, and this dude had 3 harmonicas in his bag, and I just feel like as many people as possible should know that. Like, who needs 3? He was like, they're all in a different tone. I don't even care, man, if they're all in a different tone. You don't need to carry all 3 of them with you everywhere. You can't play them all at the same time. Okay, I'm just gonna plug my phone in because clearly it like isn't with me, you know. It's not getting the hype. I can't read the chat. I'm so sorry, guys. I want to see if I can like do something like that, but honestly, I don't even know what I'd do. Trying to open the creator dashboard, see if I can fix it. But honestly, that's what I opened when the stream went down the first time, and it caused an error box on my screen. I mean, currently the chat rate's like nothing anyway, so it's probably fine, but I should still, you know. I don't know. There we go. I'm gonna send like a little error thing to see if I can get it fixed. Nothing I've done can get rid of the error. Send. Perfect. Yay. Hopefully they fix it. It won't be fixed for this stream, I assume, but it could be fixed for the next one. That's what matters. I'm starting to wonder if I like turn off the chat and then like turn it back on, if that'll help. I don't know. Get rid of chat. Then like. Okay, let's see if that helps. Hold on. I'm gonna bring back the chat, guys. Give me just a moment. Mostly because I can't read the chat to talk with you, which sucks because I love talking to you guys. I'm afraid that if I try and bring the chat back again, that I'm gonna have more Wi-Fi issues. So we're just gonna have to chill out, no error box today. It's one of my favorite shirts, but I don't know if YouTube would like it very much, so I'm just gonna show you the back. It's just like off-white with like there's like little mushrooms on like the front, but they're not the most PG mushrooms. You know, guys, I actually did laundry, not that long ago. Crazy. I know people should do laundry people usually do laundry like once a week. That's too much for me, honestly. But I'm trying to get into the habit of it because I typically forget about my laundry until I have like amassed like several buckets of dirty laundry and I must wash. And I'm like getting to the point where like I'm out of socks and stuff, And so I'm just thinking, hold on. The shirt is mostly arms, I'm starting to think, because like there's no way I can fold this. Can I? What if I just go for like boom? I don't know. That's probably dumb, but no, I don't like it. When I got this, I really should have asked my friend who gave it to me how the frick I was gonna fold this. I don't know, maybe she like hangs it up or something. I wouldn't, because it's barely takes up space in my drawer, but whatever. Actually, guys, I'm really excited for when it's warm. I got like dresses. I have so many dresses, and honestly, if I like find somewhere to work for the next like 2 months or whatever before I'm away for the summer, then honestly, that's pretty good to me. I know I just folded this, but actually, it's gonna get hung up anyways, so it doesn't really matter. I guess I'll just like make a pile of things that are getting hung up and then worry about those when it's time. Why is this cold? Is it not like fully dried or something? Or is it just like where it was in the bin? What's the prognosis? I don't know. I guess it is like dried, but maybe it like it was a lot less like tumble dried and a lot more like self-drying. I don't know. Like air dried, I guess. Hard to say. This top is honestly adorable. And I've worn it just the once, so, still don't know what to style it with. It's kind of low. I don't know. It kind of just looks like a black shirt. I'm starting to see on the screen. Oh, it says we have a viewer. Unfortunately, I keep having errors with the freaking chat box, so we don't have a chat box today. I'm so sorry. So hopefully I'm not super boring. I probably am. It is a bad habit of mine to just like ramble about nothing. So if you're here for like background noise, I'm probably good. But if you're here for like actually enjoying whatever you're watching, I don't know. Like maybe you're really engrossed in my day-to-day life and you want to hear all about how it took me all week to do this laundry, or you really want to hear about how well I'm doing in my history class, which honestly, we're learning about the Victorian farmhouse. Very interesting. But, I don't even know. My internet keeps crashing, so I want to warn everyone who joins that if the stream starts buffering, I will be back, probably, or I won't. If I don't know. I'll let it crash one more time and try again, but after that, honestly, it won't be worth it because it's already crashed like 3 times. And I couldn't get the stream to restart the first time, so I had to start a new stream instead. But otherwise, yeah, it hasn't been too bad. Let's see. Do I hang this up? I don't usually, but honestly, I probably should. Okay, so I'm mostly just like sorting laundry that I have to put away. And then, which is what I usually do when I'm on stream, just to give myself something to do with my hands. I get bored easily, unfortunately. Let's see. Okay. But I really am just like rambling. Hold on. So I also have a bin next to me that I've been putting pants into because I usually keep those hung up on this like lower bar in my closet, but I'm kind of low on hangers for some reason. I thought I had so many of them, but I literally don't know what's happened to most of them. I clearly gotten a lot of clothes or something. Unsurprising, let's be honest. I'm a little Value Village obsessed these days. Honestly, I haven't been in a while. I'm really proud of myself. I would not have any money in my bank account if I had been recently, as opposed to now where I have like a few dollars in my bank account. Anyways, usually I would ask questions, to the people in the chat, or like, get y'all to talk to me so I had we get a little conversation. I feel it's important to talk to your audience like directly, especially when you still have like a small stream, and there's not that many people, right? But unfortunately the chat's not working today. Hopefully when I go to college my Wi-Fi is better and I'll just be like live while I'm like doing an essay or something. I don't know. It's just, honestly, I think it like keeps you accountable when there's like actually other people. And since like honestly I can't just like call my friends whenever I need them to be there, it's fun to just like go live and talk to everyone and like have some fun. Okay, let's see. These things will all go back in here because they need to be hung up. And I'll be... Ooh, there's another viewer. Hello, welcome. Fortunately, the chat is honestly toast right now. See if I can move this farther over. See if I can... But perfect. Okay, because I gotta go take these to the dresser. And... I really hope, honestly, that like when I go off to college, I have like good Wi-Fi in the dorms to get like my work done, but also just like, because honestly, I don't want to stop going live just because I'm like away from home. I don't know. That would suck. Let's see. socks. I got a lot of those, I'm starting to think. But, like, I never have the ones I need when I need them. Alright, hold on. My camera's tipped. Let me just, perfect. What's that? Oh, I forgot to bring that. Okay, we got some long johns. And, alright, perfect. So many pairs of socks. I totally forgot about the and the skirt from earlier. Hold on. Fold in half, and then the skirt is really long. Goes down past my knees, actually, which is really nice because I'm pretty tall. So I always feel kind of weird in things that are notably, like, short. I don't know. I feel like most things that stop above my knee honestly make me look kind of weird, considering I'm not very, like, shapely, and then I'm, like, really tall. So then it's just, like, flesh. I don't know. That sounds terrible. But, yeah. Oh, my goodness. I gotta take the trash downstairs. Oh, my gosh. Anyways. Hydration break, please drink some water. It's great for you. I don't know. I've been drinking so much water recently, guys. It's probably not that good if you're not getting your right amount of electrolytes in the day, but, you know, it's fine. Add some, like, eggs earlier with, like, extra salt. I don't know, I just really like heavily seasoning on my eggs, I guess. I had some goldfish earlier, so, you know, I got some salt. So it's probably fine. It's kind of weird to be, like, done my laundry. I don't know. What do I do now? Fix my hair, maybe. I saw this thing that's like you get more volume in your hair if you let it dry facing, like, hold on, I'm, like, turned completely away from you guys. Okay. If you, like, let it dry on the opposite side from where you, like, style it to, where, like, most of your hair is gonna fall, but I started doing that, and sometimes it looks really bad once I flip it back over, because I spent, like, the whole day with it on, like, the other side, so now it's, like, better on the other side, I guess. I don't know. Is it, like, ridiculous? I don't know. Because I don't have a diffuser or anything, so, like, I can't just, you know, go through and be like, psh. That'd be sick. Could you imagine? I don't know. They're kind of expensive, though. I don't really want to, like, spend all my money on that, you know? But, it'll be fun, I think. I don't know, maybe it's, like, not. Probably, like, I don't know, workout or something. That's probably fine. Should probably be fine. Thanks. I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay. Do you ever just, like, wonder who popcorn? Like, also, I saw this Hank Green video. Was it Hank Green? Yeah, a Hank Green video, and it was like this dude, he stitches like videos where people have like science questions that seem dumb, but honestly, now you learn a bunch of like information from Hank Green, so that's fun. And it was like this dude asking why like the hot air becomes cold when fan, and honestly, then Hank Green was explaining how it's just like more air or different air, and it's not actually like different temperature air, right? Which makes sense. But I have a question in relation to that. When you're like, and it's like hot air, right? And you like know it's hot air. But if you're like, and you like gently blow on something like that, it's like cold air, and like, it makes the thing cool down faster. Explain? I like need those answers now. So I need to like convince Hank Green to like give me those answers. So, if anyone knows Hank Green, that's the question I have. Why hot air when cold air? Because he said the fan is not different, not temperature change, just like new air or more air. And I don't think that that's what's happening when I breathe out, and it's like feels a different temperature. But like it obviously has to be, right? Oh my goodness, is that a new viewer? Hello, welcome. The chat's kind of broken because like my YouTube Studios keeps glitching because my Wi-Fi was being weird earlier. And they're gone. I guess people don't like when the chat doesn't work. Anyways, I honestly never know what to do when I'm like live and like I don't have a friend over to like chat with, or the chat to chat to, I guess. Even though a lot of the time people don't talk in the chat even when I have it available. It's just like having it there. I can like look over occasionally and see if someone asks something, and then I have something to talk about for a bit. And honestly, I talk a lot. Hyperverbality or whatever. I don't know. Every time I say that, my mom just says that I clearly just like the word. Which, like, arguably, yes. But, like, most neurodivergent people either, like, speak less or speak more. We don't usually just speak at the same amount as, like, our neurotypical peers. So, learning to talk early and then, like, never shutting up since has probably been, like, the downfall of... I don't know where I was going with that. I was going to make a joke, but then I thought it was, like, it sucked, so I didn't. But, I'm honestly, like, I don't even know. I keep seeing, like, those POTS videos, guys, and honestly, I'm going to the doctor on Monday. I'm going to mention it. Just going to mention it, If that's not what the doctor thinks it is, then whatever, right? But, like, I got to mention it, because y'all ever just, like, stand up and you're like, whoa, Probably not, but, it's bad. It's honestly terrible. I don't know what I'm looking for. It's like if I look over there, I'm magically going to know what to talk about next. But it doesn't work because that's not how life works. And I feel like I got to turn towards you guys or like get comfy or something. Hold on. What if I just like get comfy and then I can just like chat to you guys forever? Because I can just turn this and then boom, we're in the perfect chatting spot for the ultimate chat. Chatting about literally anything because I could talk all day about nothing. Or I could alternatively find a random prompt of something to talk about and then just blabber. Because honestly, guys, I've been watching so many of those like video that makes no sense. Give me a second. Sometimes I just get hit with the brain fog. But I've been watching so many of those videos where there's like, I don't know how to describe it. People are just like talking about food and they're like, get rid of all those food restrictions and everyone's all like what you can add instead of take away. And like, honestly, I love that because yes, I'm gonna like throw some rolled oats into my freaking yogurt and just like add some frozen blueberries and call it a day. And like, That's a treat for me. But also, equally a treat for me, chocolate chip cookie. Who the frick is at my door? Give me a second. I'm gonna mute because I think my sister. Okay, that I don't know. My screen is like kind of broken a little bit, so it's like green on my screen. So if anything like actually looks weird, I totally wouldn't know. But oh, hello, welcome new person. I've just like been talking for the sake of talking, I guess. I don't know. The chat doesn't work. So yeah, but regardless, people always leave when I say that. That's crazy. Like, it's not my fault it doesn't work. Like, genuinely, it's not my fault. I tried. I really did. You know. Clearly they don't. They clearly don't want to hear me out. But anyways, my sister just said that she checked my YouTube and it said I posted a video 10 minutes ago. No, I didn't. I've been live for half an hour. How could that have even happened? But she keeps playing Call Me Maybe on the recorder because she's like presenting it at school. But she wants to come and like play me freaking Call Me Maybe on the recorder, and she knows I'm live. Or I thought she knew I was live because like I've been live the whole time. Crazy. Anyways, let's see. What was I gonna search up? Let's pick random prompt generator. Just for like whatever. Let's see what it gives me, you know? Get inspired. Perfect. This is like a writing prompt. I don't want that. Conversation prompt generator. Let's go. Let's see. For anyone. Favorite game. Ooh, favorite game. That's good. Let's see. What is the prompt is favorite game. I'm trying to think of like good ones, but honestly, I like don't play any games. I'm literally so lame, guys. I'm so sorry. This is like the worst live stream ever. My friend keeps trying to get me to play Ancient Egypt on Roblox with her because I turned her onto that game and we haven't played it in forever. And then she started playing. She's like, "We gotta play that." And I was like, "Yes." But we've been renovating stuff in the house because we're moving, so we're like trying to fix it up. And the computer room has kind of been the one under attack the most, or where we put a lot of like our boxes and stuff. So honestly, it's just genuinely not a place I can access a lot of the time. And usually when it's actually accessible, someone's on the computer. I mean, this computer in my room is different, but it's a Chromebook actually, so I can't even play Roblox. I can't actually play Roblox on it. Tragedy. But let's see. If you like, I don't know. People need to like think about dinosaurs because my next live stream I should totally talk about dinosaurs, but I'm never gonna remember that. If someone mentions dinosaurs though, I know so much. I know so much about dinosaurs. Y'all ever just like know really random facts for no reason that like aren't gonna help you out in your life? Like, I'm gonna be an environmental technician in like 2.5 years. Knowing this much about dinosaurs isn't gonna help me. It's fine. I don't want to be a paleontologist. Don't like get me wrong about this. Don't get me wrong about it. It's just for fun. Just for funsies that I know about dinosaurs. Okay. Another random generated prompt because, you know, I'm bored. We got the if you could meet anyone in history. If I could meet anyone in history, I don't know, like maybe like I don't know. I heard somewhere that like Jesus might have like not just been like a character in the Bible. He might like have been a dude. I don't know. That'd be like kind of weird, right? Maybe like I don't know. If Jesus was like real, maybe like his mom. I got some questions. You know? Okay, no. But if I'm actually in all seriousness, I would love to meet what's it? Helen Keller. She's like nuclear science, right? No, she's an author. Wait, who am I thinking of? Who am I thinking of? Is it Marie Curie? Yes, okay. Marie Curie. Sklodowska Curie? Oh my goodness. I totally butchered that. She's Polish and French. Hopefully, naturalized French? What does that mean? Anyways, she discovered radium and polonium. It'd be so sick to ask her about that, right? Like, imagine just like, she has a Nobel Prize in physics and one in chemistry. That's so sick. Oh my goodness, hold on. And like a bunch of other awards, obviously. But like, I don't know. If I could meet someone in history, probably Marie Curie. She was born in Warsaw. That's a little rough. Ooh, she died in 1934 in France. That is a unfortunate time period. Hold on, actually. When did just when did it start? Guess it wasn't super unfortunate. She was between wars, right? Yeah, she managed to just like die right between the wars. So like she was alive in France for like the first, or maybe Poland, hard to say. She was alive for the First World War. Hello, new viewer. But like, I don't know. Marie Curie would be like the person, and they're gone. I didn't even tell them the chat didn't work this time. Crazy. But would be the person in history I'd want to meet. I mean, unless you want to like get, if you want to like get into this, technically in history could mean right now too, right? And then I would totally want to like talk to like Hank Green. I don't know. I love science, guys. Okay, how often do you go to the library? Well, I mean, I was at the library like literally the other day. And I got a book from the library not that long before that. And I usually go into the library like twice while I have a book out, and I usually have a book out for like 2-3 weeks. So, I'm in the library at least once a week. My favorite athlete? I don't know. Never thought of it. Best job interview? I don't have a job. Who or what's taught me the most information I use regularly? What do you mean by that? Because, like, I spew whatever Hank Green has told me recently to everyone I'm talking to because they have to know as well that the fan is actually not giving you cold air. But, I guess most regularly I know how to use a spoon. My mother likes to make sure I always know whenever I'm like upset with her, she's like, I taught you to use a spoon. Someone just disliked on the live stream. Or well, not disliked, but they removed their like. Because it said 3 likes before. What did I do? What did I do? I'm so sorry. But, What's something that you've gotten in trouble for at school? Probably getting into a fight, that got me in trouble on like 3 occasions. It's not that bad. It's not that bad, guys. Like, don't judge. Don't judge. Don't judge. Okay, guys, but like, I don't know, if you actually want to hear me spew all the fun facts I've recently learned, then you're in the right place. Let me just pull it back up on my computer. Have y'all ever heard of POTS? I've been learning about it because it keeps getting mentioned by creators I watch because they have it, which is whatever, right? And as a person with ADHD, I know that I have an increased chance of it, and I've been having like some weird chronic issues, like them headaches and migraines. Not fun. That like lightheadedness or dizziness when you stand up just because you've stood up. Also not fun. Okay. I'm cold. Where did my sweater go? Oh my goodness, guys! I don't know if you've ever like seen like street scents or whatever, but they were actually at my school. It was so sick. Oh my goodness. Am I allowed to say that? I should have checked that I was allowed to say that before I said it, because like, I don't know. But like, look at a sweater. It has a little pig on it. Very cool, if you ask me. Anyways, I don't know. I don't want to like be advertising, but like, I'm a big fan. It was pretty exciting. But anyways, POTS. Lots of people I watch have it, and like honestly, I'm starting to notice some symptoms. And since it like apparently has a wide range of symptoms, so it's very hard to diagnose because your symptoms can range so much because it's just like a dysautonomia condition. It does kind of make me like stressed because I went to the doctor a while ago, like I don't know, like a few weeks, sometime in April. Maybe it was definitely in April. Was it in April? Definitely longer than that ago. It was 2 weeks ago or whatever that I like. It was like 2 or 3 weeks ago that I went for my last medical test. But honestly, I went to the doctor in January. And like I've been medical tests since then, all the way through to April. And then like I'm going to the doctor on Monday. I'm gonna mention POTS because like it's common in people with ADHD. How common is POTS with people who also have ADHD? I would say how comorbid, but I don't think that's the right word to use in this situation. POTS, or postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, is considered more common in people with ADHD than people without ADHD. Their studies have there's a possible link between POTS and ADHD a possible link between ADHD and possibly like POTS or hypermobility disorders. Very neat. Like Ehlers-Danlos or something. I don't know. But like 1 in 10 people with POTS have ADHD. Which like is a lot of people, right? So if there's like 1,000 diagnosed cases in the US currently or something like that, and it's considered underdiagnosed, so there's probably like, I don't know, 10,000. Maybe there's like 100,000. Could be 1 million. I don't freaking know. How many people are in the US? How many people live in the USA? Okay. How many people live in the USA? Because the amount of people in the US is 340 million. That's crazy, guys. there's definitely not that many people here in Canada. That's crazy. Actually crazy. Anyways, living in the US. I can't spell, give me a second. Yeah, I spelled, okay, between 1 and 3 million people. Crazy. Okay, so that's like, okay, hold on, 3 million out of 300 million. As a percentage, yes, please. Which I guess is, I don't know. It's like 1%, right? That's like 1% of Americans has to be a lot of people if you think about it. How many? Why do I keep doing that? M-N-A-Y is not how you spell many. Gosh, I keep doing it. I'm typing so fast I put the letters in the wrong order sometimes. It really sucks. Many people is 1% of the population of the United States. That is, okay. Maybe it's more like 10%? Let's see. So maybe it is 1%. Yeah, okay. So yeah, about 1% of the entirety of everyone who lives in the States has spots. Crazy. What is the population of Canadians with spots? I don't know. It impacts, that's a lot of Canadians. Yo, all my heartbeat all you have to do to potentially have this is have a heartbeat that rises to 30 beats a minute when you stand for 10 minutes. Like from lying down flat to standing, you just stand there for 10 minutes. Like you don't slowly get up, you stand right up and then just stand there for 10 minutes. And if you pass out, you probably should talk to your I've never passed out, but like only like 15% or whatever of people with it faint, so you know. But it's all related to your blood. Anyways, I avoid getting up quickly or standing for large periods of time when I don't have like class or anything. And I got like this thing. I was wearing this like heart monitor for like a few days, but I had like an exam when I was wearing this heart monitor, so that was the only time I actually like had to leave the house. So honestly, what did they really expect to find? It was not my normal schedule at all, and I had no reason to have to get up very quick. I feel like I gotta like do something with my hands, guys. I need to like get like a stress ball thing. I'm sure I have one somewhere, but I'm lazy. Actually, I have like a pocket on the floor. Let me just. Pardon me. But I don't know. I've just been like talking. Hello, new person. They just left. Wow. I said that after they left. Unfortunately, they probably didn't feel very welcome. I wouldn't feel welcome either. I'm joking. But I still can't believe that one person like disliked before they left the live. It was so rude of them. Oh my goodness. But I'm actually having so much fun just like chatting. I don't know. I don't even know. I should see if my friend wants to come and join my live stream. Probably not. She probably has like important things to do. Or she'll try and coerce me into playing like Ancient Egypt on Roblox, and I just can't handle that. So I probably shouldn't message her, but you know. Okay, actually I could just like do this. This is honestly so rubbery. If I just, I'd be good enough while I'm talking. Yo, have you seen those fidget toys where they're just like shape? I don't know, hold on. 3D render fidget toy. Hold on. No, but like, frick. Okay, that's not what to call it. Fidget toy thing. I can't spell. Why? They're just like, I don't know. They're just like plastic, and they just do that. They don't like have any purpose. Okay, I don't know if you're on like book talk. People watching me, probably not. I don't know. I'm not notably book talky, but yo, I'm just bouncing off of topics, haven't I? But I got like, what's it called? The one with like that the sword on the cover. I don't know. The purple one. Is it like Powerless or something? I don't know. The first book in whatever series that is. And I haven't read it yet, and I've had it for a bit. Like I bought it in like August or something. So, you know. I should probably read it this summer. But whatever. I don't wanna like, I don't know, when I go to my grandma's, which I'm doing in the summer, I'm very excited. But I don't wanna like get a book that I don't like to go with me, and then like I hate it. In the case that but the thing is, I'm gonna have to pack all my books away, right? Even if I'm like taking the bookshelf and all my books to college, I still gotta like pack them up. Which means I really need to pick what books I want to keep out between like now and when I go to college. Because honestly, I think right now my room, as long as I like tidy it up a bit, like I got some trinkets up there and some pictures on the wall. And like my desk and my bed and my dresser, right? But if I just like tidy up the floor space a bit, which I gotta do this week, because at the end of the week is when the realtor is gonna come by to look at the house. Okay, this one I'm not even popping it because I'm not looking. But I don't think Poppets are the best fidget toy. Like they're the best fidget toy for when I'm like alone in my room and I can do whatever. But like if you're actually trying to pay attention to something, I actually don't think they're the best fidget toy. They kind of make noise, which isn't great if you're like in a class or something. But also I find they can be difficult to pop if you aren't always popping them in a very specific linear order. Like if you turn the fidget toy, boom, you're messing me up because it has like these lines of plastic on it. Okay, this is the most ADHD live stream I think I've made in a while. But I hope whoever's watching is having fun. I had someone once say I was really funny, but honestly I think I'm only funny when I have friends around. I'm so sorry, guys. Not that I don't think y'all are great, I just, there's no one to bounce off of. Just the walls, apparently. But, hold on. I was talking about pods, wasn't I? Yeah. Focus. Apparently, 390,000 Canadians have pods. What is the population of Canada? Population of Canada is 40 million. So 390,000 out of 40 million. Actually, hold on. 40,100,000, but still. Let's see. That's tiny percentage. I should put that in a percentage, yeah. In a percentage, it becomes a different number. Okay, am I like reading this wrong? It says 0.97%. 0.97%. That's not even a 1%. Less than 1% of Canadians have POTS. That's crazy. When did I search up about the World War? Hold on, what? Okay, no, I remember now. When I was talking about Marie Curie. Living in France. Dying in the early 30s. Oh my goodness, guys, are you excited? Soon I'm gonna be old or something. I don't know, that's so funny to me. I just imagine, like, currently I'm like baby adult, you know? Like, I've been an adult for like a year. Crazy. But like, I just can't, I don't know, I can't like wrap my head around it. In my head, I'm like just gonna be 17 forever or something crazy. But imagine in like 10 years, I'm gonna be like almost 30. 15 years, I'll be almost 35. There's no freaking way. Okay. Be 33 or 34, depending on how you look at it, I guess. You know, months and stuff affect things. It's good for you. It's water. I really need to get like an electrolyte mix. I saw a Gatorade mix at Shoppers Drug Mart. I thought about buying it. It was only like $13, and it was like, the box was like this big. So, you know, not that bad. I mean, it was like $15 if you wanted the orange flavor, but I like the red flavor. It's my favorite. So honestly, I thought about it. The red Gatorade is the same as the blue Powerade. And now if you don't like the blue Powerade, but you like the red Gatorade, you only don't like the blue Powerade because you think that it's blue flavored. Or you're a hater on Powerade despite it actually being like manufactured in Canada. And that's just weird. Because you shouldn't hate things based on, I mean, actually, if you live in America, I totally understand why you wouldn't be buying it at this time. Tariffs are like crazy. I don't get it. Honestly, I think tariffs are kind of weird. Taxing the consumer because you're mad at a country. But, you know, he put tariffs on penguins. I think I want to join the penguins. What are they even exporting? Fish? You know, I just don't think that the penguins really care. Oh my goodness, guys. I bought one of those, actually, let me show you. I really want to get into, like, taking care of my hair because, like, I don't know if you know this, but I have curly hair. You can't see. I thought it was wavy, but no, it's not. I bought this Monday moisture leave-in conditioner with like hyaluronic acid for like dry, dull hair or whatever. But the thing is, it comes in this weird pump bottle. And if you're like, what's so weird about it? Well, you pump, and like there's still product in there because you can feel based on the weight that there's still product in there, but like it's barely pumping out. And like the pump is, and like the nozzle part is like super short. And when it gets really low, which it's gotten pretty low recently, it's like 100 years. So they should switch to one of those little tubs instead, right? Because I don't want to waste product. Like, this thing cost me like $15 and it was on sale. Because I was buying hair stuff around the holidays because I was like, no way am I wasting my money and spending full price. Because I don't love my hair nearly enough for that. Because I don't know what I'm doing yet. I gotta find the best product. But everyone was raving about this brand, so I thought I'd get it. And I want you to know that I understand why people like it, but it's totally not worth it. Oh my goodness, my camera is like flipped. I just noticed. How did I just notice that? Like this is actually this side, and this is actually that side. And that doesn't get confusing at all. The parts where I totally think that does get confusing. Like, have you ever used a mirror to see like the back of your head? Like, you have a mirror and then you have another mirror, and then you're like trying to look at the hair at the back, or you got like something on like your neck or something, and you're like trying to check, but you can't see, you know? It's like that, but the camera. Like, guys, I don't know, sometimes you just get like pissed off and you get like weirdly strong for some reason. I don't know. I hear that's like not a normal thing. That's like a ADHD thing, but there's no way. Regular people have like weird feats of strength. But if you pop the cap off, like the pump top, you can actually look in and see that there's totally stuff in there still. And I just gotta like press it, and the product like it's gonna come up, which makes me think if I could get something in there. So, I don't know. I got like kid scissors here. I don't have any like actual quality adult ones. And it is not cutting. Oh my goodness. What kind of heavy duty plastic did they use? Gosh. Okay, there we go. Because there's like a little cap that you could totally turn, and then I could actually get in there. Theoretically speaking. Hold on. This is like weirdly difficult. I probably shouldn't be doing this, so I guess doing it live, at least it's content. Me being stupid is always content worthy. It's really not. Oh my goodness, guys. Do you ever like go on Pinterest and it like starts showing you memes for like something, a fandom you like weren't in, and now you're like, you gotta figure out what the frick it's from, because now you gotta watch whatever that is because it's funny. Because honestly, I'm starting to hate that it does that to me because I don't freaking know what's going on. Okay. Can werewolves eat chocolate in human form? This is a thought that popped in my head the other day. And it just, like, lives there now? Obviously, it's because I'm now re-obsessed with, like, Harry Potter, because, I don't know. Something about it came up on, like, my feed, and I was like, oh my goodness, I haven't seen that in forever. And obviously I know Remus Sloop and carries chocolate everywhere and eats chocolate, you know? And, like, he's a werewolf, right? But he's, like, an old folk story werewolf. And not the new weird kind, right? He's still the scary monster type, which is sick. I think those are important. And, give me a second. I just don't think that werewolves should be able to eat chocolate. Not because, like, I hate them or anything. Like, I don't know. They're supposed to be scary monsters. Like, they have no capable thought in that mode. Therefore, they're a monster, right? Which I think that that's a really important philosophical viewpoint, you know? Is, like, how you consider different things and what you consider different things. Like, if you think and you have, like, opinions and you get to make the decision to be evil, you're a villain. If you can't think for yourself, can't have complex thought per se, and you're, like, evil, that's, like, all you're capable of, I guess, then it's not really evil anymore, but you're, like, a monster now, you know, like werewolves. Just, they don't, you know. I had to turn this lid somehow. What am I doing? I'm gonna, like, scrape it all out. It's gonna be good. Wait, what if I, like, hold on. I'm gonna, like, injure myself, aren't I? Okay. Let's not try that again. I don't want to risk injury. I'm kind of... Oh my goodness, guys, my sister's so mad because I said that I personally think that Jack Black was cast for the role of Steve because the Mario movie did so well and not because he was the right choice. Because I personally think that Steve was a person of color. I don't know. I think Steve was a person of color. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he wasn't. Guys, what have I done? Oh my goodness. My hair is honestly crazy. Kind of fluffy though, so I got that going. It's like soft. I might get like, I don't know, I have like a coconut oil and like the, what's it called? Bamboo extract. Hair oil mist or whatever, right? But honestly, I think I might get like a salt spray or something for my hair. It's supposed to help if you have like soft curls as opposed to more rougher curls. So I'm gonna try that and leave-in conditioner because I don't know what I got. I'm gonna try a different leave-in conditioner next time. God damn it! I typed my password in wrong like 5 times. My Chromebook like locks me out. I'll honestly cry. I can't believe that you can hear like the whole time random person on the internet. That's so fun. Thank you so much. So much. Oh my goodness. You're literally the best. It's been like an hour. Maybe my stream is actually broken and like I wouldn't even know. But, you know, I can totally check analytics at this point. I kind of don't want to. I kind of love the mystery of not actually knowing how many people watch all the time because my Wi-Fi is so slow sometimes. But I learned today. I can't believe I just did that. I don't know. Actually, people need to like comment their favorite books. Obviously, like I wouldn't be able to read them now, but like after this is like the live ends, I want to read about people's favorite books and like find them online and get like audiobook versions because my library connects me to like an audiobook library where I can read a bunch of books and like it's a lot of books that they don't have physical copies of, so you know, read them and listen to them and so happy. I'm just so happy. It's like joy to the world. Oh my goodness, guys. What do you guys Duolingo people? I love Duolingo. But the issue I'm having is my phone keeps like dying. Like my phone battery is so bad right now, guys. I need to get a new phone, but I can't afford to do that right now. So second I can get a job, then I like get a phone battery that's like, no, not a phone battery, get a new phone, right? Because that can't wait. So save up for a new phone, save up for a laptop, save up for my initial dorm payment, save up to have groceries when I'm at college. Okay, no, don't be ridiculous. Doesn't matter how much you save up, you'll never be able to afford eggs, guys. I'm joking. I saw whole milk for $7. 4 liters of whole milk for $7. I don't know what that is in freedom units in case my viewers are Americans. 4 liters in freedom units. I don't actually know what you guys measure with. The freedom unit converter, that's a real site. That's amazing. Okay, hold on. 4. Convert. 1 point. Okay, a gallon. 4 liters is a gallon. That's great. I didn't know that. Now I do. I'm never going to remember that. Yes, I am. Am I? Anyways. Okay, actually, this measurement system is weird to me. How many whatevers make a gallon? Hold on, guys. I gotta take like. Hello, new viewer. I like zoned out for a second, but honestly, I'm really itchy. I'm gonna take an antihistamine. Give me a second. We can talk about literally anything. I'm so bored. And you're still here. That's so exciting. People keep leaving right after they join. And honestly, it's so sad because, like, we're just here to vibe. But, guys, when I go see my doctor on Monday, I'm actually gonna mention seeing if I can get into, like, a psychiatrist to get some new ADHD meds. And, to see, I don't know, what the doctor thinks about that, I guess. Because if the doctor doesn't refer me, I can't go. Free healthcare comes at a cost. It's not even completely free, but still, it's not that bad. It's kind of nice. People in the U.S. are not seeing on a how much money I pay my health insurance basis, or how much money you gotta pay at the hospital basis. So I don't see why they say that they're gonna be waiting longer if they have, like, government funded or tax funded healthcare. It's an interesting argument to me. I would love to speak to someone who has that opinion to learn more about it before I tried to convince them that I didn't think it was right, Because I want to see where they get the idea from, right? Like, things come from somewhere. Like, poof. Your brain kind of takes you down a rabbit hole one day, and then you're like, okay, is that, like, a real thing? And you gotta know. You ever think about, like, aliens used to be, like, described in, like, ways that were, like, I don't know, really cool creatures and monsters and stuff. Like, I don't know. It's so interesting to me. But now they're, like, described in this, like, slimy way. I don't know. Does that make sense? Oh, they left. Too bad. I guess they don't want to have our weird conversation, one-sided conversation, because I'm just talking to, like, people, whoever watches this. Okay, but, like, honestly, have you ever read Anne Frank? Because I haven't finished it. Because it, honestly, okay, I bought it. Diary of Anne Frank. It has pictures of her on the cover. I bought the definitive edition, which, like, has definitions and, like, explanations and stuff in, like, little text at the bottom. It's a beautiful, in a way, it's like a beautiful tragedy. I don't know. Like, it's a beautiful story, learning about someone else's life, to learn to know that other people exist. I would be honored to be able to read about other people in history, other, like, you don't have to do something. I don't know. It would be so cool, right? Just learn other people's stories. Like, I read a diary or a journal or whatever you want to call it, right? My hair is getting so frizzy. Oh my goodness. Maybe I'll put on a bandana. Give me a sec. I got an orange one. Let's see. I have another one, but I usually wear this one because it's bigger. I didn't wear it on Friday, and then when I was at, like, the club I usually go to at school on Friday at lunch, there was a girl in there. She's new, right, to our club. She joined our group of little weirdos, I guess. I don't know. We're the regulars at this club, and a lot of people don't show up, so because of that, like, we're kind of just, like, a little weird group of kids who hang out on Fridays, I guess. But, She joined, and she had a bandana on Friday, but it's like red, but it's the same style as the one I have. So I was like, oh my goodness, that's so funny, right? And someone else mentioned it, and I was like, yes, what? I even thought about putting it on and then decided against it, but it's fine. Someone had a bandana on when we got there. And it was her, and it was so random. But, I don't know. I was talking about Anne Frank, wasn't I? I think, oh my goodness, there are photos of some of the people that get mentioned. Wow. Oh. Sorry, I'm getting distracted, but it's really magical that like someone's life is there for us to like learn about. You can see how war and like how these things were affecting like real individuals, and I think it's so important that we know things like that. I think it's unfortunate that we don't have more first-person accounts, right? Like Anne Frank's diary is written while it happens, while it's happening. It's not like, it's like my teacher was talking, my history teacher was talking about what qualifies as like, what is the word? Maybe it's I think it's in my notebook. Let me see if I can find it. I've forgotten the word.
You found a new issue. Want to be attached to the wall? I was just walking along.
Source. A primary source, like, you know, something from like a World War I or II helmet, or a person who lived, or like, for example, my teacher said that all of us were all of us counted as like primary sources because we were all alive during the pandemic, which I found so interesting. I don't know. Is that like, I found it really interesting that I was a primary source. But I guess it makes sense. But Anne Frank, I guess her journal would be a primary source as opposed to I don't know. If I wrote something and I mentioned her journal, I would not be a first person source. But, you know, it's very interesting. Like a primary source is just like first person, like it was there. Like a war helmet. Like we got to touch, like she showed us real, like we got to hold in our hand real World War I and II helmets. Because she just has them in the school archive or whatever, which is so interesting to me. Like she's a historian. Anyone like with a degree in history is a historian apparently. I didn't know that. I thought you had to like do something. Is that random? But and we got to touch those helmets. It's so cool. Oh my goodness. I wish I had a picture. I should have taken one. But she has a Victorian iron just like in her class. I mean, I think I have one in my house, but that's different. She said you need to have 12 in order to like actually iron because you need 11 of them heating while you do stuff with one of them because like the amount of time it should be heating for or whatever. It's crazy. There's no way. Just imagine putting 10 little irons on your stove, because they aren't that big, Victorian irons. And they have wooden handles, which is, or typically have wooden handles, but very neat to me. I love history class. I learned so much stuff. I'm taking an Adventures in World History class, which is an elective course where we just learn fun history stuff. Just random times, we're looking at agriculture or whatever, and we looked at food through a colonial lens in a way, right? It was colonization through the lens of food, pretty much. Pumpkins are from Mesoamerica and North America, and from the Americas, pretty much, right? And then they end up all across the world because of the Portuguese. Isn't that so random? The potato ends up here because it was in Peru and brought back to Spain, and it couldn't grow there. And then they gave it to the Portuguese because they were allies or whatever, right? And the Portuguese were... No. I think the Portuguese bring it back from Peru, but there's a marriage between in Spain, between someone from Spain and someone in the British royal family or whatever, right? And they bring this potato with them. And so because of that, we potatoes become popular in Ireland. Isn't that so weird? They're not from there. Just how tomatoes are known so well by many people for being part of Italian food, but they're originally from Mexico and that Mesoamerica area, right? There's billions of types of corn with all very unique purposes, right? There's so many varieties of corn to turn into flour and meal and stuff, and so many varieties of popcorn, and so many varieties of sweet corns. And could you imagine? We had so many more varieties of everything, right? Before it got a lot of varieties of corn got burned and just were never recovered. And I think that that's so sad. But apparently scientists found in Winnipeg a squash or whatever that's 800 or 8,000 years old or whatever, and they found the seeds, right, in an old pot or something, and they were able to get them to produce fruit. So brought back a type of squash that was believed to have gone extinct, which I think is beautiful, And then I don't know, I love learning so much about my food and the world around me and history and stuff, right? So the way science and history interconnect with each other and how that connects to me as a person is a lot through my food, through the area I live, right? So I don't know, food is fuel, yes, but food is so much more than that, It is culture, it is identity, it's deeply rooted in who we are as people. And it's so beautiful to me, I also learned the reason why we say Merry Christmas here and they say Happy Christmas in Britain is because of the fact that actually they said happy before because just like every other European language has a direct translate to English that are things like happy birthday, happy happy this, happy that, right? And we say happy holidays because most holidays you still say happy for, so it just makes sense that general happy. And we're happy around the holidays. We're joyous. We're merry. We exist in merriment, right? And so that's the whole point, And so the thing is, like, obviously, Merry Christmas isn't really that big of a deal as a phrase, but it was used because when, like, when Americans decided they were going to be different. Sorry, I'll stop with the bad accent. But when Americans decided they wanted to be different from, like, the British, and obviously they couldn't say that their language was something other than, like, English, because obviously that's the language, So instead, they just started changing how they spelt things or the way they said certain things. So instead of, like, happy holidays, instead of, like, happy Christmas, it became Merry Christmas, and they removed the U's and S's and stuff from lots of words. Oh my goodness, it's been an hour and a half I've been live. That's crazy. I'm always amazed by, like, how long I'm, like, live for. If I just start talking, I just, like, get really into it sometimes. But I spend large parts also just being, like, super awkward. I think this means it's time for a hydration break because we're at the hour and a half mark. So please get a snack, drink some water, something. I should get a snack. I didn't get one before I started going live. I usually do. It's fine. I ate a lot of stuff this morning. I usually have my Alexa plugged in to tell me what time it is, but I unplugged her so that the Wi-Fi would run smoother because she uses a lot of Wi-Fi. I always feel like when I drink water, I look weird, so then I, like, intentionally try to drink it in a way that looks less weird on stream. But I feel like that actually just makes it look like I'm not enjoying the water. And honestly, I like how refreshing it is to have some water. So maybe I should just, like, drink it like a savage. Okay. No, but I don't know, just so good for you. Again, I've been, like, obsessed with those, like, Propels. Like, I don't know, it's like this Gatorade branded electrolyte water. Like, I don't know, it's just like a sugar-free electrolyte drink with, like, flavoring. But I'm, like, obsessed. And on days that I'm, like, feeling really groggy or I don't get lunch or something, like, I didn't pack lunch and then, like, I have some cash to spare, I might go to, like, Shoppers Drug Mart and buy one. But also, just, like, when I was sick, like, in February, I was sick quite a bit, so that's just, like, running on electrolyte beverages. And they were on sale at the time, like, 2 for $4 or whatever, right? So, which is, like, $1 or so off. Honestly, if you think about it, that's a good price. Honestly, posture check. This is a posture check. Honestly, I love when streamers put in, like, posture check as, like, an option on, like, their Twitch. Obviously, I'm not on Twitch. Maybe more people would watch me on Twitch. I don't know. I have a Twitch account. I just literally never use it for anything other than, like, occasionally watching live streams. I used it a lot, like, a couple years ago, but honestly, since, like, 2022, it's been, like, maybe once a month at the most. Like, I might use it, like, 15 times a year. If someone's doing a subathon, I find out because I occasionally go on Twitch, and then I'm like, oh my goodness, they've been doing a subathon for, like, 4 days? Crazy. Like, I didn't know Ludwig was, like, I didn't know about that Ludwig subathon until, like, someone mentioned on their own, on, like, a different subathon I saw where they were like, oh my goodness, I hope no one does this. I'm like, that's crazy that people do that. Like, honestly, like, what goes through people's minds? They're just like, yes, call police. What? Should be like, I just couldn't imagine. and I want to like fix my postures from my core. That tends to be like where I have the most issue. There we go. I don't know. I have really bad like neck posture. I have like shoulder posture is pretty good, but like my neck posture is honestly like atrocious. So I'm starting to think I have like a long neck, so I'm just like leaning forward. I'm like looking. I don't know. I'm like tucking my chin in. There's a dog barking outside. Yo, I was on a call with my friend the other day. And okay, I mentioned this before, but like she just wants the middle of the brownie, which is like fine. That's fine. You wanna know why? It's because I'm gonna get like the outside of the brownie and then like maybe liven, you know? But alternatively, I said that like I'd buy an all edges pan. She said it's fine, I'll buy the all middles pan. I said that's not a pan, and then she said she knew. It wasn't even like a good joke. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be critiquing her jokes live. That's so rude. Imagine she clicks on and she just hears me like roasting her. That's so mean. I should send her a link to the stream. Okay, no. But I should see if she wants to like, I don't know. I need someone to like ask me questions while I'm live so I have something to talk about. I need someone to like factor me some would you rathers. Some kiss, marry, kills so I can be like super awkward on my live stream. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Why am I singing? Okay, getting off topic. Actually, what was the topic? Anyways, so we did laundry, so we're kind of done with that, but like, let's see. People keep joining just to like leave within like a few minutes, which honestly I think is rude. They didn't even give me the benefit of the doubt. Am I boring? Maybe. But I'm not intentionally trying to like keep rapt attention in like the middle of my stream because like by then you're either hooked or you're not. You're clearly hooked. I don't know, maybe you're not. But maybe you took me as background noise, like I said earlier, that I'd be good as background noise. And maybe you've like put this on and you've fallen asleep. Honestly, I was on a call with my friend like a few days back and I fell asleep. She's like getting angry at like the game she's playing and I'm there literally taking a nap. And I was like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. And then she's all like, oh, okay, chill. She like didn't even care. Couldn't care less. I was like, I fell asleep again on the call. Like, embarrassing. I was embarrassed. But honestly, I'm not embarrassed now. I'm like, yes, I should like call her at some point to just like take a nap. Just be like, Bursty, chat to me while I snooze. I can't snooze in the quiet of nothing. And honestly, if my house is quiet, I'm like not asleep. And if my house is too loud, I'm also not asleep. If you can't tell, I don't sleep much. Oh my goodness. I actually, like, I don't even know. Need to see if I can get like a prescription for like my meds. You know, like a new ADHD medication prescription that's not Vyvanse because I didn't find it actually help that much. I've just been like kind of off since taking it. I haven't had it in like forever, but honestly, I wouldn't take it again if I could avoid it. If it's the best working one in the end, like it's the one I'll take. If it actually, but I don't find it actually does that much. If I take it, I gotta take like a big med break before I find I found that when I had it, like I really only used it on days that I knew I'd really need something, like a medication or something to focus. Like if I was going somewhere like really busy, like a fair or something, or a party, I might take it because like helps me filter the background noise. Hold on, I'm gonna message my friend Broski. I'm live on YouTube, but the chat is totally broken. Give me like something random to talk about. Anyways, do you ever just, I don't know, oh my goodness, I had this friend who actually lives near me. I don't know, I don't have, most of my friends live pretty far, but like, she gave me this like liquid blush or whatever. It's like orangey, right? Like you can see that. Dude, this is so pigmented. Hold on. Let me just so much of it on the applicator. I would never apply that much to my flesh. Like, hold on. Look, if I just take like a little dot on my finger, I would apply like boop, boop. Like, and I want you to know, honestly, like, this thing would like, look how pigmented that is. Oh my goodness. Like, I better get a tan soon so that this, like, honestly looks less weird because I get really brown when I tan. And I'm just gonna put whatever's left of my fingers onto my nose. But, yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see if my friend responded or not. She's online. It says she's online. She just read my message. Okay. She just said B, like B-E. Oh, bro. That's great. Respond for a sec. Honestly, I've been using this like middle class. I can't turn the comments on. Okay. No, it literally brings up the freaking error board in the corner. Hold on. Oh yeah, this on my lips. It's gonna look ridiculous. It brings up the error board in the corner if I try and add the comment thing back, which is why I removed it. Literally why I removed it. Because it was bringing up this big error thing and I couldn't see it in the corner, right? I couldn't see the chat. There was just a big error board on my screen, so I got rid of it, And then when I tried to bring it back thinking, maybe that would fix it, because getting rid of it got rid of the error board, then my internet tried to crash on me again, which stopped. So I physically cannot, without risk of my Wi-Fi dying or getting another error message, turn the chat back on. Oh my goodness. I literally have my phone disconnected from the Wi-Fi and unplugged my Alexa so that nothing would be on the Wi-Fi in my room except for this and my school computer, which does whatever it wants because it doesn't like me. Okay, if I turn the chat back on, let's see. I'm so prepared for that big error thing to come right back up. Yep, just an error box like it was when I made the complaint to YouTube. I can send a screenshot to my friend though because she's clearly not taking no for an answer. and then remove it. Hold on. Ugh, there we go. Okay. Send her the picture of me going. And then it has the error box in the corner with that monkey that shows up when you're like, it doesn't believe that that search page exists in relation to YouTube, right? That's the page that shows up in place of the chat box. If I restart, then the live has to end. And honestly, we're on like almost 2 hours, bro. There's no way I'm ending now. There's no way. There's no way. Honestly, people keep joining and leaving every time that I tell them, like, the oh my goodness, she just sent me 3 angry emojis. At this point, I'm commentating too. Oh my goodness. Okay, sorry. Okay, hydration break because I'm laughing so hard that I'm gonna cough up a lung. That's what I just said. Anyways, sorry. Oh my goodness, I have 3 viewers. Hello, welcome people. You're amazing. Thank you. Anyways, I actually like did my laundry already. So that little bracket that's like laundry is there for not. And I have just been like talking. Honestly, usually when I make a live stream like this, I have 4 bins of laundry, but I don't have 4 bins of laundry this time. I had just the one bin. So I don't know. Like, I'm getting my life together. Okay. It told me that I just got sent a message and there proceeded to be no new messages and I was so confused. Anyways, honestly, I'm vibing. I'm vibing pretty hard. I was just hoping for stuff to talk about because this is just going to be like a video pretty much at the end. How do I look schizophrenic? What does that even... What? I'm literally just like... Sorry. I don't get it. That's such a weird thing to say. I'm looking at my messages. Yes, I know I'm looking at my messages. I announced that nobody else can see. I know. Oh my goodness. I'm reading them out so everyone can hear them. Obviously. And I just closed the tab. I didn't do that. Nobody tell YouTube I did that. I didn't do it though. So there's nothing to tell YouTube I didn't do. Okay? Okay? Okay, great. I'm vibing. Clearly my friend didn't want to give me any good things to, talk about. So I'm going to go back to the random prompt generator. It's going to ask me small talk questions. Like, earlier when I was talking about Marie Curie, she's an icon, by the way. She's a physicist, a physicist, not a physician. That's a doctor. But let's see. Random conversation prompt generator. Random conversation prompt generator. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. Favorite food. I could talk about waffles all day. I actually had Eggos with eggs today, which is hilarious to me. But yeah, I love waffles. I asked for a waffle maker for Christmas when I was like 9 or something. I don't know. I love waffles. I own a waffle maker. I know like several recipes to make waffles. I love Belgian waffles. Eggos. I have those like in stock all the time in my house. I love waffles. And I feel everyone should know that. So, yeah. Okay, let's see. Most overrated movie. I don't know. Overrated movie. I don't watch a lot of movies. Let's see. Last time I went to a movie theater, I saw the new Captain America with my friend, who was cussing me out earlier, guys. Anyways, it was great. I liked the movie. And I think it's hilarious that Sebastian Stan was like, I'm not in that movie. And then there the frick he was. Sorry, that's a spoiler for anyone who hasn't seen it. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. What do I think about game shows? I love game shows, but I could never be on a game show because I don't know how to shut the frick up. You know, guys, I think that they need to make sport teams like at school that like don't compete, you know? Just like I want to go to the practice, I want to learn the sport, I want to play for fun, for funsies, you know? But I don't want to go to like a competition. I don't want to pay money for a uniform. I don't want to pay money to go to for a track meet. No. I just want to vibe at school with other people with a similar interest. And I think that hold on. My blush like looks ridiculous in person, but I don't know how it looks on video because I don't know. Probably not as bad, maybe worse. Hard to say. But I just dropped something. Give me a second. I just want to like be able to go to like a couple track practices, like you know, sign the permission form, go to some practices, exercise when I like feel up to it, and then like not do anything about that. Like, you know, get better at a skill just for the sake of being better at it. Not for the sake of being better than someone at it. Just better than myself. Better than I was before that, you know? And you know when I exercise more regularly, I feel more inclined to eat better because like I'm doing it for a purpose. Which I think is weird because like feed yourself is a purpose, but it's like my brain doesn't like that purpose enough. And I have to think of like a better one. Actually, let's see if my friend got mad that I closed the tab on her. Okay, I'm gonna read out loud if there's any new messages, guys. She seems the person to be mad at me for closing the tab on her because that's like hanging up on someone just for the sake of it. Yo, does anyone have like a favorite song? Oh my goodness, this is hilarious. For funsies. Yes, for funsies. I'm laughing like a maniac. Thanks. Yes, I am laughing like a maniac. How freaking dare I close the tab on you? No, that's a fair message. This no spoiler alert, SMH. Yeah, that's a fair message. But I closed the tab again, girly. But it's fine. I won't spoil anything else. I don't watch enough. I watched Conclave recently, guys. That's so good. If you've seen it on Prime, so good. Oh my goodness. Would recommend. I had a teacher recommend it to me because I kept talking about the death of Pope Francis. If you were watching earlier, you would know I mentioned Jesus earlier. And now I'm talking about Pope Francis. Clearly there's something going on here. No, there's not. There's actually not. I just, honestly, think about stuff a lot. My brain is always going. Oh my goodness. I bought a bunch of magnetic bookmarks and like they have like those weird like story tropes in them. Like it's a little hotel key and it like says one bed on it. And then there's like a little candle that says slow burn. I don't know. It's so cute. It's so cute. And like it's just like, I don't know. I was showing my friend. But like, honestly, I think everyone should see them. I'm really proud of them. They're so cute. They were not the ones I saw online that the store had, but when I got there, they were the only ones I saw at the store. and they were closing soon, so it's not like I could go and look to see if they had anything else. But I'm not disappointed. I spent like $8 on those. There's like 4 bookmarks, but one's in my book, and like I showed you 2 of them, you know? So like, psh. Let's see. I should honestly, I don't know. Let's turn it on. If I was like a number between like 1 and 10, I'd probably be like 4. Like based on the shape of the number 4, I think the number 4 honestly has the best vibes. The number 4 has the best vibes, guys. Look, hear me out. I know it's like the death number or whatever, but like good vibes, bad vibes. Those are my vibes. The good vibe, bad vibes are my vibes. That makes no sense. But I think it's funny. You ever just like, I don't know. I just ramble, and the fact that people like actually listen to me rambling is crazy. But I literally said earlier on stream that like, I'm so sorry the chat is down. I can't fix it. I literally can't fix it. And so, be awkward, like, because someone asked me on the original live stream, the chat was there, and like, there was this someone, I think their name was Leon, or Leon, I don't know, accent. I don't know what language they spoke, so I don't actually, I mean, they were speaking English, so clearly they speak English, but that doesn't mean their name was Leon. It could have been Leon, I don't know. But, they were asking if I could see the chat, and they were asking if I was doing my laundry, and I was like, yeah. And right as I tried to tell them that, my Wi-Fi went down, and they were like, it's buffering, and then I had to end the stream because I couldn't get it to refresh. It just refused to continue the stream. I had to start over. But this one's been going for nearly 2... Someone's at my door. Give me a second. Okay, sorry about that. My sister is mad that I'm still streaming, and also mad that I told her not to watch it just because, like, because watching a live stream and doing a live stream both take similar amounts of Wi-Fi, weirdly enough. So I was like, if she watches it, the stream is going down. I don't know if she's going to listen to me, so if, like, the stream dies, we are at, like, the 2-hour mark. So if it dies, like, I probably won't go live again. Oh my goodness. You know, packing for college is so weird. It's just like you have all this stuff, and then like suddenly, what's actually important to you? Because you can't take it all with you. And you're already taking your clothes, and you're already taking some things that are important, but you can't take everything. And if you take all of your stuffed animals, that's like kind of weird. But you're gonna be gone for like a year, so obviously you need to know what you want, because you can't come home for the weekend. You just like, oh my goodness, so many people watching. You can't just like come home for the weekend and then like get what you need because you like forgot it. Like you ever go to your grandma's house for like March break or something, and like now you gotta be sure like what you're gonna need while you're there. Well, now make that like when you're done, you're like, oh, I forgot this. It really sucked. But like, you know, that was a week. This is 12 months. But actually, it's a 2-year program, and year-round, I'm going to be there for both, you know, so that's 2 years, so 24 months. 24 months. I have to know what I need now? My brain's not even fully developed. It's not even going to be fully developed by the time I finish the program. I don't even know what I'm doing. your brain doesn't fully develop until you turn 24? Which, like, that can't be true, right? Like, that's such an obscure random number. Is that, like, facts? Is that, like, general, like... Is that, like, specifically guaranteed that's when it happens? Or, like, in a general proximity, right? I don't know. But, do you ever just get, like, that feeling that, like, everyone else knows what's going on and just you don't? Because I'm starting to think that, like, it's true. Like, it couldn't be true, right? Like, there's no way. But honestly, I'm starting to think, like, what do I actually need? What is important? Do they still make laptops with CD players? Or DVD players or whatever? I should Google that. Hold on. Because I'm just thinking, I could get my mom to mail me some, like, DVDs, right? Because we have so many of them in my house. Like, I could always get her to mail me some if I needed one, right? And then I'd have, like, movies to watch, because most of the streaming services we have, like, aren't going to work when I'm away for college. Like, my grandma pays for Netflix, so when I'm there in the summer, I'm going to get to use it, but otherwise not, you know? Do they still make not computers, laptops with DVD players? They do. Best Buy says they do. Is Best Buy Canadian? Okay, Best Buy is American. Okay, no, I was just, like, wondering if Americans have things, right? Like, they don't have Shoppers Drug Mart or Dollarama. That's why I wasn't sure, you know? Imagine I said something and they just, like, didn't know what I was talking about. It'd be so rude. Because, like, I have, like, people watch from the US and people watch from Canada and they watch... Honestly, I don't think I've ever talked to someone... I have talked to people online who, like, live in Europe, but most people who watch me live in North America. So I'm like, I don't know. What if I say something super insensitive? Not super insensitive. That's not right. I wasn't going to say anything, like, rude. But what if I say, like, something that just doesn't make any sense to my American followers? That would feel so awkward. I think it's time for another random prompt generator. Favorite winter drink? Hot chocolate, no doubt. I don't know, I just love hot chocolate. It's just like, whether you get hot chocolate powder, whether you get those mini marshmallows, whether you make it from scratch using, like, actual chocolate in like, a pot, or, like, cacao and, like, sugar. Whatever way you do it, I love hot chocolate. I actually recently made hot chocolate with, like, pure, real baker's chocolate, like, no sugar added, no fat, no milk added, right? And I, like, added some, like, cayenne pepper to it, and some sugar, and I don't know, it was really good, I think. But I fell asleep, so then I had to dump it out in the morning, because I didn't finish it. Big sad. If I opened a business, what would it be? Obviously, a bakery. The last book I read was... I have that written down, actually. Hold on. Let me pull out my journal. I don't know. I'm just, like, reading random prompts offline for things that I could. The last book I read and finished, because I took books out and then returned them because I didn't finish them, right? was
Okay.
Brokeback Mountain. I don't know. Someone was doing a video essay about it, and I was like, I'm going to watch this after I read the book, because they were talking about the book, not the movie, which I haven't seen. And I was like, I don't have any context to what actually happens other than gay cowboy. And I can hear my mother shivering in the hallway while she was speaking, but she was like, speaking. I don't know. I couldn't imitate. Like, you know when you're like shivering enough that like your talking gets all like stuttery? Is it better to live where there are 4 seasons or 1 season takes up most of the year? Well, I've only ever lived where there's 4 seasons. I think it'd be kind of weird otherwise.
Yeah. I'm not sure that you all the time, right? Like that's where you know I am something wrong. Or I'm feeling fucking cold. I put on that.
Okay. I just read this crazy prompt. I feel like I need to share it with everyone instead of just answering it. It says, the world has become infested with rabid dogs that have the intelligence of a 5-year-old. Concerning, I think. Where do you hold up to survive the apocalypse? Apocalypse. That's the worst pun ever. Anyways, I personally think that the intelligence of a 5-year-old is great and all, but they don't have thumbs. I could hold up pretty much anywhere. As long as it's somewhere that you need a thumb to open the door. I don't know, like my local grocery store doesn't have the sliding doors. They have an actual hand door. You could just lock it. What was the worst book you read for school? That's a good question. Let's see. I've read a lot of books for school over the years. I really didn't like Shakespeare. We read Twelfth Night. It wasn't that bad, arguably. Like, you know, we get the traditional Shakespearean love triangle, right? And we get like female lead cross-dressing as a man. But I honestly never read that many bad books for the sake of. I didn't read a lot of books for school that I can like think of. So that'll have to be the worst one, I guess. If I were in the Olympics, what sport would I want to play? Okay, the one I would probably do the best at might be like cycling or something. I don't know. But arguably, no, probably not. That's like a far distance. I'd probably like die. And I'd just be like really out of breath. But I don't know. I'd probably do pretty bad in most sports. But I think swimming would be cool. Like, you ever done the butterfly? I've never done the butterfly, but I've done a lot of swimming styles. So.
No. Hey.
My dog got scared a skunk when they were at the beach a few days ago, and now he's running away. He's running through the house because he doesn't want a bath. But they gotta like wash him. So, you know. Oh my goodness, nobody's watching? This never happens to me. I'm joking. This clearly does all the time. I'm being boring. That's what it is. I guess that means, I don't know. Actually, oh, hello, viewer. I don't know what time it is. Probably like late. I don't know. After 5. I should see if there's like dinner or something ready before I continue being live. So, I don't know. I might get a snack or something. Let me think about it for a bit though. My friend said to talk more about the bakery. I said earlier that if I opened a business, it'd be a bakery. I don't know. I just like, you know all those really cute desserts you see? Like, I see so many of those, and I'm like, I could do that. Like, I know how to bake a cake. I know how to use a piping bag. I even know how to use a candy thermometer. Like, I have like an old book on candy making. It's downstairs currently. I was checking my bookshelf for it, but it's downstairs. I should take that with me when I go to college and like start making candy and just watch how quickly my roommates like lose their minds. They're gonna be like, "What are you doing?" And I'm gonna be like, "Making caramel." Could you imagine? But no, I don't know. Me and my friend like planned out this like idea that someday maybe when we retire, if we're like in a good enough position or something, we might like open a cafe or something. But it'd be so cool, right? Like, could you imagine you just there vibing, like small business, and you're making little eclairs? Oh my goodness, could you imagine me making eclairs? Like, there you go. Oh my goodness, could you imagine me making macarons or lobster tails or croissants or I don't know, even just like, oh my goodness, I made focaccia, not focaccia. My mom made focaccia the other day. Sorry, messed me up. I made ciabatta bread not that long ago. So good. Oh my goodness. So good. I'm so proud of it. And then I cut it into slices short way, right? Like top down, which like made them really small little slices like you'd have with dinner or something. And I put them in the freezer in like little snack size bags, right? So I can just pull out like a bag that has like 2 slices in it, you know, whenever I feel like it might be nice to have some, right? And so I should pull some out of the freezer to set on the to thaw on the counter soon because I took some canned soup out of the freezer today. So then I'll have bread and soup. It'll be so good. Oh my goodness. But like honestly making bread is so fun. I cannot make freaking sourdough. I don't know what it is. Like, I can't keep a starter alive. So, I have to make it with yeast. But it's fine, because I can make bread. I can make actual bread. I got time. Bread needs to rise for half an hour. Bread needs to rise for 24 hours. I got room in the fridge. Like, I'm going to make my own butter when I go to college. I'm going to buy freaking whole milk and use my blender. And I'm going to make butter. And then you squeeze out whatever bits of milk are left in the bits of butter, right? And that's buttermilk. And then you can like make stuff with buttermilk. Like, you ever made buttermilk biscuits? So good. Oh my goodness. I have a recipe for like tea biscuits. So they're little tiny biscuits, but they're just the same as like your bigger biscuits pretty much. They use like a little bit of buttermilk. So I'm so excited to just make like I'm just gonna have like it's my own kitchen pretty much. I assume my roommates might use the kitchen too, but I think a kitchen shared by 4 people, me included, is better than a kitchen shared with my family, where my dog is like trying to stand on my feet. But you know, honestly, it'd be so exciting, just like something you can really tell everyone like is yours, you worked towards it, you know, you got that skill all on your own. Like, I was I was thinking about going to this one college in Ottawa, which is the capital, right? Very exciting, you know. I was all excited about that. But they require you get a meal plan for the first, like, your first year, and they don't offer food on the weekend. The meal plan covers Monday to Friday, not on the weekend. And I was like, that's crazy. There's no freaking way I'm going there. Which, like, honestly, that made my decision for me because I like food. They require to get a meal plan, and then it wouldn't even like cover unless I got like an expensive like athlete one. It was only when it would cover the weekend, and that's crazy because I don't know if you know this, but I am not athletic. Okay, I'm gonna get a snack though, so I'll be back. my goodness, what? I just got an error message. I went to the bathroom. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to take so long, guys. I made a snack and I went to the bathroom and then I'll be back, right? More than one ingestion of using a primary URL? The freaking link to my stream? Is there something wrong with using the link? Is it like a crime? What is an ingestion? Is that not just like someone joining via link? Is that wrong? Because if that's wrong, that's a really bad system, YouTube. Unless I'm not understanding correctly, which is totally possible. My reading comprehension could be better. Alright, people, you should also join me and have a snack or eat your dinner or something, because like, or your lunch, I don't know, time zones and stuff, right? But hold on, I'm gonna have to try and refresh the stream again. Wish me luck. Okay, we're back. Hello. I might have put too much oats in here. Honestly, I don't really care anymore. I had frozen, like a handful of frozen blueberries, so they're purple. And because they're frozen blueberries, as I must kind of like become dust in my food. Not dust, but like they just become smooth with everything, with like the yogurt and stuff. So it's fine. I did put some cinnamon on this, which I've been eating a lot less of because like I have a teacher who's like allergic to cinnamon, so I just don't eat anything with cinnamon during the week. So on the weekend, here I am doing some cinnamon. I'm weirdly feeling guilty. I added some chia seeds to my oats. So I have chia seeds, some strawberry yogurt, some frozen blueberries, some rolled oats, and a shake of cinnamon sugar. Would recommend. So good. I used like a third of a cup of oats and like a tablespoon of chia. I'm trying to get more dietary fiber in my system because apparently Americans are under eating fiber, and I think so am I. So No, guys, I'm really worried that, like, kids are getting measles. Like, not me. I'm vaccinated against the measles. You just need a vaccine and a booster, and you get those as